I could also use what is known as a storyboard. For that, I'm going to double-click the P2 Media bin, and it opens all by itself. The problem with this is that in this arrangement that I have, I don't have the real estate to be able to do this. So let me go ahead and close it. I'm going to press and hold the Command key, Control on Windows, and I'm going to double-click it, and now it opens in place. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit larger. This is showing me the contents of the P2 Media bin and nothing else. So I'm going to change my display of this bin only to be icon. I can now grab all of my beach footage and arrange it so that it is together. The footage from the cattle, the green screen and all that don't have to be there. And I'll grab this one, which is Boy on Beach, and I'll move it up. And walking on the beach as well. And one thing, if you want to maximize any of the panels, make sure that your mouse cursor is on top of the panel. The panel doesn't need to be selected. And press your tilde key, and there you go, that maximizes it. I'm just going to move these down because I really don't need them. And in fact, I'm going to use only these beach ones. So after I have arranged them in the way that I like, I can start with a pirate ship, then go into parasailing, then to the pier, swimming, etc., etc., etc. I can go back to my other arrangement. That just means pressing the tilde key again. And I'm going to reset the workspace. Perfect. Now I can select all of these and place them in the timeline, replacing the clips that I had before. Zoom to fit by pressing the # key. Then select all your clips by clicking the mouse button somewhere in your timeline and dragging over all the clips. Then press delete to delete them. I can also select all of these, and now I can click on the Automate to Sequence icon, which is the third one counting from the left, and that opens the Automate to Sequence panel. The ordering is going to be the selection order, and I did select it that way because I clicked on the first one, press and held Shift, and then clicked on the last one that I wanted. The placement will be sequentially, and I would like overlay, or I could choose insert. More on that later. I can make them overlap by 30 frames so that I can add an immediate transition. And all I have to do now is click OK. The clips are going to go on the selected tracks at the point in time where the CTI is. And there they are. As you can see, there are even cross dissolves in between all of these. And that is known as automating to sequence. There is one more thing that I would like to try, and that is, I'm going to add music. I'll select the waltz and add it here. I want you to notice where it added it. Notice that it added it to audio 5. If you pay close attention, you're going to see 2 little loudspeakers in here and only 1 on these. That means that these tracks are mono and this one is stereo. And for mono tracks, we need to add mono clips, and stereo tracks, stereo clips. I'm going to go ahead and delete some of these tracks so that we can work a little bit easier. All I have to do is right-click here anywhere where it says Audio 1 or Audio 2. And I'll choose now Delete Tracks. I'm going to choose Delete Audio Tracks, all empty tracks. And when I click OK, I'm left only with a track that has content in it. Now I'm going to play this music, and as it plays, whenever I hear the downbeat of the waltz, I'm going to press the asterisk key on the numeric keypad, and that's going to give me an unnumbered marker. And I'll leave it at that. Now I'm going to move my CTI to the beginning of the timeline. So it has to be before the markers actually start. And I'm going to expand this so I can see my waveforms a little bit better. And I'll zoom in. I'll make this track also a little bit larger. So I can add a marker here. Remember, it's the asterisk key on the numeric keypad. And I can add another one in here. Those are the ones that I missed at the beginning. And now all I have to do is select the clips that I want to go where these markers are. And I'm going to select all of the ones here under the P2 media. I'm going to go to the Automate to Sequence panel. The placement is going to be at unnumbered markers. I'll choose Overlay Edit, and I will ignore the audio. All I have to do now is click OK, and my clips will be added every time I had a marker. In other words, they will be there to the rhythm of my waltz. So the content doesn't go with the music too well, but we're going to talk about rearranging these clips a little bit later on.